Hey, it's Grandma. It's been a while. It's story time. So I'm going to do something a little different and going to read a story, but not from a book. I'm going to read a story from a children's magazine, and it's called Wee Wisdom, and it's a children's magazine, and there's not a lot of pictures, but I hope you like the story. It's about two boys and a lesson they learned. Here's the picture. There's one picture. And it's called pen pals. Now, I guess maybe some of you know what a pen pal is. It's when two people write to each other and they don't live close together. They live far apart, but they keep in touch and they write to each other and they're friends that way. And the two boys are Tommy Neal and Manuel Garcia. Tommy Neal sat in the back seat next to his friend Manuel Garcia. As the car inched through the airport traffic, neither boy spoke, much to the amazement of their fathers, who sat in the front seat. Manuel and Tommy had been friends for nearly 3 years, yet this was their first meeting. They were pen pals and had written to each other faithfully since exchanging names. Manuel was with his father on a business trip from Mexico to New York, where Tommy lived. The boys' fathers had arranged this short visit. Manuel was to stay with Tommy while Mr. Garcia attended to his business. The Garcias would return to Mexico later that evening. "Did you have a nice trip on the plane?" asked Tommy. "Oh, yes, it was very nice. It was my first ride in an airplane. I liked it very much. We flew above the clouds. It was such fun to look down at the land." "You have flown in a plane?" Manuel spoke English very well, although with the slightest Spanish accent. No, I've never been in a plane." Both boys became quiet again. Tommy's mind raced, trying to think of a way to explain about the apartment where he lived. He had a heavy feeling in his stomach because he had lied to Manuel in his letters. He had to tell his friend the truth, but how? He decided he must just tell him now. "Manuel, I have something to tell you. It's kind of hard, and I hope you won't be too angry with me. That is, I didn't exactly tell the whole truth in my letters. I wrote that I live in a big house, but I don't. I live in a big apartment building." He looked down, afraid to see his friend's reaction. "What? But why did you write me of such a splendid home with many rooms and fine gardens?" Manuel asked. "I don't know. I didn't think it would cause any harm. I never dreamed you'd come to visit me, and I wanted you to like me." "Did you think I wouldn't like you if you didn't live in a big house?" "I wasn't sure at first. Then later I didn't want to tell you I had not told the truth. Are you angry?" Manuel smiled and started to giggle. "I must confess to you also. I too did not always tell the whole truth. When I read of your lovely home, I was a little jealous. So I told you of my many horses." "I have no horses, Tommy, though I wish I did." The two boys smiled at one another. Tommy then told his friend, "I live in a very nice apartment building. There is a swimming pool, but I share it with the other people in my building." They laughed again. "From now on, we will be truthful with one another," said Manuel. Tommy agreed. Now they were at ease with one another. Tommy pointed out different sights along the way. He was pleased with Manuel's excitement and wanted to do and see so much with his new friend. They no longer had to pretend or cover up the truth. They made their plans and spent a fun-filled day together. But the time the two friends enjoyed most and would remember the longest was the time they had talked and shared truths with one another. Now, the thing that's special about that story is that Grandma wrote it. Can you believe it? A long time ago, when your parents were young, were your age or younger, Grandma wrote it, and I have it to prove. See? It says Pen Pals by Jan Ritzma. That's me. So that's my story. It's my claim to fame. I was published. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Something different today. Kind of exciting for me. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Grandma loves you.